This is your Hdsr Sports Report, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Victor Valley College freshman Hdsr Green poured in a season-high 22 points in the Lady Rams' really lopsided win at Barstow College. The former Silverado Lady Hawk hit 8 of 11 from the floor, won a three-pointer, and added 4 free throws, leading all scorers in the 102-35 conference victory over the Lady Vikings. Listed at 5'8", Hdsr Green is averaging 14 points a game against conference opponents. Her defense was simply outstanding at Barstow. She recorded 7 of the team's 32 steals. The triumph, the team's 6th in a row, keeps them atop the conference standings at 3-0, tied with Mount San Jacinto. Mila Gibson registered her 5th straight double-double, 10 points and 16 rebounds for the 6'2 sophomore. 6'2 Jemiah Cantrell posted a double-double with 12 points and 10 rebounds for the second-year Lady Ram and former Adelanto Lady Saint. Maya Graham Scott scored 16. She's the Lady Rams' leading scorer on the year, averaging 15 points a game. 5 Lady Rams scored in double figures at Barstow. Stella Reinders, 12 points, included 2 more three-pointers. The first-year Lady Ram out of University Prep leads the team with 24 threes on the year. Coach Troy Hall's ladies are back on the road, journeying to Chaffee next, before returning home January 10th to host Copper Mountain. The Lady Rams of Victor Valley College ran their winning streak to 7 games, escaping from Chaffee with an 88-81 overtime triumph, their toughest victory of the season. These 3 provided keys to the win. The Lady Rams' MSM connection, Maya Graham Scott, Savannah Wynn, and Mila Gibson supplied 3/4 of the offense, and the team came through with clutch shooting from the free throw line, the last 2 points in regulation that sent the game into OT, and the last 7 points in overtime. The margin of victory came from free throws. Maya Graham Scott's 28 points came on 9 of 19 from the field and 10 free throws. To say this was a hard-fought game is an understatement. 4 Lady Rams fouled out, as did 2 of the Lady Panthers. But another telltale factor in the win, the Lady Rams came up with 7 steals while turning the ball over only twice on turnovers, and the VVC ladies out-rebounded the home team, particularly on defense. Chaffee managed only 5 offensive boards. The Lady Rams pulled down 17 offensive rebounds. Next up, the Lady Rams play host to Copper Mountain, the most improved team in the Inland Empire Athletic Conference. Copper Mountain comes in with a 16-1 record. Their only loss was to Mount San Jacinto, a high-scoring double overtime defeat to the only other team, along with the Lady Rams, still unbeaten in conference play. Flashing back to this date in Hdsr sports history,
Victor Valley's girls and boys get the best of rival Silverado. The Jackrabbits toppling of the Hawks in double overtime, among the most intensely entertaining matchups in the rival game history. A nail-biter it would become, and extremely physical. Players battled for every loose ball, and there were no quick whistles in determining possession. Watch this sequence as time and time again, players aggressively pursue control of the ball. Quick whistle stops did become issues for both coaches, and the patience and tolerance of both would be put to the test. Victor Valley's Matt Denny with pointed instructions. Silverado's Tyrone Brown seeking an explanation on another call he saw from a different perspective. Free throws off technical fouls evened out in a game where every single point would be a factor. What was uneven was the ebb and flow of the game. Silverado established themselves early. Mike Bonham's baseline bucket puts the Hawks ahead 4-0. Victor Valley's first basket doesn't come until Silverado has mounted a 6-0 lead. Elijah Creighton knocks the ball away and Khalil James cashes in on the steal. The Sleal Ayinalim's first basket is the benefit of the Rabbits' failure to block out 8-2 Hawks. Hawks' lead is 10-3 when again the Rabbits don't block out and Mike Bonham gets the putback. Bonham goes on to score 19 on the night. Victor Valley scraps back on Elijah Creighton's drive from the left side, 10-5 Hawks. Creighton will emerge the Rabbits' top scorer with 21. On Khalil James' assist, 23, Zaire Barabin's 3 brings the Rabbits within 3, 11-8. Elise Travis is 22. The 6-foot sophomore will finish with 17. A Rabbits problem, taking care of the ball, leads to the next 2 hoops by the Hawks. A.J. Nolan with the swipe, and it's 15-10. Taslil Ayinalim's first 3 puts the Hawks up 18-12 at the end of 1. Silverado's lead is 18-13. Ayinalim's next tray opens second quarter scoring as the Hawks move to pull away and seemingly put the game away early. This fast breakaway, Elise Travis to Maurice Harris, 29-17. Ayinalim connects again, 32-17. Ayinalim's game-high 27 includes 7 3-pointers. Victor Valley needs some stops. 6-foot sophomore Renault Griffin complies. But Jordan Henderson hits from outside, and Hawks coach Tyrone Brown sees the lead extend to 41-28 at halftime. Victor Valley's halftime mandate to cut the Hawks' lead to 8 in the next 8 minutes is delayed. Travis to Harris, and Silverado leads by 15, 43-28. Steps in the right direction begin with Zaire Barabin's 3, one of the juniors' 2 beyond the arc on the night. Though often not a thing of beauty, the comeback continues on the right track. Griffin's quick pass to 6'1 sophomore Cameron Pyant, and the Hawks' lead is cut to 12. Khalil James, 45-35. We're at the midway mark of the third. James will score 18 before fouling out. Coming out of a timeout on an inbounds play, Taslil Ayinalim from far out. Hawks lead back to 15 at the 3-minute mark of the third. Pyant rebounds. Barabin to Chris Smith underneath. Rabbits back within 11, 50-39. 2 minutes remain in the third. The margin of difference is down to 10 once the ball's made its rounds again. Good save by Chris Smith. Cross court to Khalil James. 52-42 at the 1-minute mark in the third. Tyrone Brown's concern prompted by vivid recollections of his team's erratic play in their Desert Sky League win over Barstow. Play as a team disciplined, an area in need of improvement. A.J. Nolan's persistence pays dividends. The third quarter ends with Silverado on top, 55-45. Or does it end? Victor Valley's Cameron Pyant is fouled, taking a desperation shot, and hits 2 of 3 free throws to end third quarter scoring, with the Hawks' margin reduced to 8. Elijah Griffin opens fourth quarter scoring, 55-49. Griffin on the Pyant assist, 58-52. Another unconventional but typical pattern. 1 is James to Griffin, 4. Cross court to Creighton, 12. Smith, 13, runs it down. Back to Griffin, James, and Pyant from beyond the arc. It's a 3-point game, 58-55. A whistle to stop play, a Rabbits breakaway due to a player down, draws Coach Matt Denny's glare of dismay, but he's already been tagged with a technical for protesting an exact whistle stop circumstance earlier. Jordan Henderson drives baseline, Hawks clamoring back, down by 5, 71-66. 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Henderson will score 14. Renald Griffin blocks the shot attempt. The ball goes right to Mike Bonham. Count the basket, and we are headed to overtime. 75-75 at the end of regulation. Victor Valley scores first in OT. Elijah Creighton's wild full-court pass lands in Renald Griffin's hands, and it's 77-75 Jackrabbits. Following the Hawks' free throw, down by 1, Mike Bonham gets it at high post, waits and looks for someone to pass to, but passes on that option and banks it in. Silverado is back on top, 78-77. Victor Valley back on top. Renald Griffin takes it the length of the court. Jackrabbits 79, Hawks 78. Henderson puts the ball in the hands of Alex Velasquez, and the lead is back in the hands of the Hawks, 80-79. Joseph Badia gets it to Elijah Creighton. Jackrabbits lead 81-80 with 45 seconds left in overtime number 1. The Mike Bonham free throw ties it at 81. We go into double overtime. Elijah Creighton's 3. The Jackrabbits strike first in this 4-minute period. To put it in perspective, the teams ordinarily play the 4 8-minute quarters 32 minutes. We will see this contest go an additional 8 minutes. Chris Smith's basket gives the Rabbits a 5-point lead, 86-81. It's Chris Smith again, 88-84, with 2 minutes remaining in the second overtime. 6 of Smith's 12 points come in this overtime period, the most important just ahead. Now under a minute, 89-85 Jackrabbits. Henderson dishes it to Bonham, 89-87. 35 seconds showing on the clock. Now it's Elise Travis, getting it back from Alex Velasquez in the corner. Travis splits 2 defenders and ties it at 89. Joseph Badia approaches midcourt with 7 on the clock. Fires it to Chris Smith, who hits the game winner as time runs out. Mark this date on your rival team's calendar, January 28. Jackrabbits at Silverado for the DSL title, round 2. Silverado's girls get off to the faster start in the Keith Gunn Gymnasium Desert Sky League matchup between the Lady Rabbits of Victor Valley High School and Silverado's Lady Hawks. Ronnie Green gets the game's first basket for the blue jersey Lady Hawks. The 5'3" sophomore will score 12 on the night. Jasmine Williams hits the 3 to give Silverado a 5-1 lead midway through the opening stanza. Williams scores 12. Tania Hill drives to the basket as the Lady Hawks lead mounts to 8-1. Tania Hill will lead all scorers on the night with 22. It is defensive effort like this that keeps the Lady Jackrabbits from scoring a field goal through the first 5 minutes. Renee Green with the block. It is at this point that Victor Valley coach Tony Franderini brings in Anita Romero and Emily Vadillo. 2.5 minutes remain in the first quarter. Romero misfires on the fadeaway, but she'll score 20 points in the second half to lead the Lady Jackrabbits back. The sophomore, Emily Vadillo, hits the free throw that cuts Silverado's lead to 8-3. Caressa Fields gets the first Victor Valley field goal. Just over 2 minutes remain in the first quarter. It's 8-5 Silverado. Tania Hill measures the final seconds of the first quarter perfectly, connecting from way beyond the arc. The three-pointer gives Silverado the lead, 11-5. Victor Valley never leads the first half. The Lady Jackrabbits storm back the second half, outscoring the visitors 35-25 to register the 8-point triumph, 56-48.
The Oak Hills Lady Bulldogs took a huge step toward returning to the days of Mojave River League dominance, storming from behind the second half to defeat Hesperia 70-56 in the MRL opener for both schools. Dominant describes the play of Delaney Crawford, who owned the boards and led the Lady Bulldogs with 28 points, 8 coming amid a 10-0 run in the second half that went a long way toward putting the game away. Caroline Ellison ignited the comeback with back-to-back drive shots in the latter stage of the third quarter. The Lady Bulldogs senior shifts into take charge mode, 6 of her 12 points coming in the second half comeback. Hesperia freshman Berlin Miramontes hits from beyond the arc, slowing the visitors' momentum. The 3 ends third quarter scoring with Oak Hills leading by 1, 45-44. Caroline Ellison accounts for the third straight Lady Bulldogs basket, the first points of the fourth quarter. Then it is the Delaney Crawford show, a strong showing for the 6'2 transfer from New Mexico in her first full game for Oak Hill. Did I mention she is a sophomore? Hesperia enters the game the favorite, ranked as high as 5 in the CIF 3AA poll, coming off the championship in the Serrano Holiday Classic, winners of 11 of their first 13 games. The Lady Scorpions are led by 2-time All-MRL standout Kylie Edgar, whose 15 points are high for her team this night. This Moriah Burley 3 ended first half scoring. The Lady Bulldogs trailed 29-28 at the half. The Lady Bulldogs cash in at the free throw line the second half. Senior Aspen Roberson hitting 2 in a row early in the third quarter. Delaney Crawford follows suit, sending out the message that no hack-a-shack strategy would interrupt her scoring ability.
The Silverado Hawks escape Keith Gunn Gymnasium with a 1-point victory for their second Desert Sky League triumph against 2 losses. Rafael Agee scores the game-winning basket and savors a win against the rival Rabbits.
Is it always sweet to win, especially here at Keith Gunn? Yeah, it's a big rivalry. We're doing good. We just got to keep up the hard work and we'll get it.
Victor Valley opens strong against the favored Hawks, mounting an early 8-point lead before Silverado got things in gear. The Jackrabbits led 14-12 at the end of the first quarter. The Hawks outscored the Rabbits 14-12 in the second quarter. The score was tied at 26 at halftime. Elijah Whitfield gets it back from Josh Green. The 5'10 senior scores to give Victor Valley a 14-8 lead. Elijah Whitfield, an all-Desert Sky League wide receiver for the Jackrabbits football team. Whitfield's 7 points this night come on field goals and free throws, not a touchdown. Cameron Pyant goes to work inside. The 6'3 senior follows his shot and gets the roll. 18-16 Victor Valley. Pyant will lead all scorers this night with 15 points. Pyant, another Jackrabbits wide receiver on the gridiron. Cameron Pyant also named to the Desert Sky League All-League team on offense. Final possession of the first half. 11 is 6'5 freshman Jahan Westbrook, who gets it back from Cameron Pyant as you hear the crowd count down the seconds. Jahan Westbrook gets it off and beats the buzzer with the 3 that ties the score at halftime at 26. Rafael Agee starts the second half, same as he did the first. The basket underneath, and Silverado moves ahead 28-26. Victor Valley starts the second half slower than the proverbial molasses in January. Darren Allen battles inside and hits the jumper, and the Hawks have scored the first 6 points of the third quarter. It is 32-26. Demetrius Leonard stays with the block shot and puts it in. With this basket, it is 35-26, a 9-point Hawks advantage. Darren Allen's putback gives Silverado its first double-digit lead, 37-27. Troy Hull to Rafael Agee on the break, 39-27. With 4:34 remaining in the third. The Jackrabbits yet to score a field goal the second half. One reason the Rabbits have trouble scoring, the defense of the 6'7" Rafael Agee. The blocked shot followed by another rejection. Blocked shots associated with another Agee of Silverado distinction, Rafael Agee's 6'6" sister, Candace, a 2012 McDonald's High School All-American at Silverado. She is in her senior season at Penn State and has entered the Lady Lion record book in blocked shots. Silverado makes it look easy on offense. Kobe Foy's uncontested basket gives the Hawks a 15-point lead, 44-29. But the Jackrabbits are about to storm their way back into this one. Tevin Ferguson's three is the Rabbits' first field goal of the third quarter. Glenn Gatlin answers with a three, and Silverado's lead is back up to 15, 47-32. Cameron Pyant hits the offensive boards, and the Hawks' lead is cut to 13, 47-34. 2:44 remains in the third. Andy Garcia inbounds to Cameron Pyant, who follows the miss and cuts the Hawks' lead to 11, 47-36. Cameron Pyant puts an exclamation point on the Jackrabbits' rally. The dunk pulls the Rabbits within 8, 47-39. The teams enter the fourth quarter with Silverado's lead at 10, 49-39. The Jackrabbits' defense sets the pace for the comeback bid. Imaj Jones with the block. Cameron Pyant, one of 5 steals in the game for the Jackrabbits senior. Darron Allen inside, 51-41 Hawks. 6 minutes remain, but the Hawks will score but 2 points in the final 6 minutes. From here on out, the Hawks' offense gets stuck in neutral. Rafael Agee is on the bench in foul trouble. Imaj Jones, the short jumper. Silverado's double-digit lead no more, 51-42 Hawks. 5.5 minutes remain. Another Jackrabbit steal. Elijah Whitfield. Cameron Pyant, no-look save. Imaj Jones to Cameron Pyant to Josh Green, whose three brings Victor Valley within 3, 51-48. 4 minutes to play. Another Cameron Pyant steal, another no-look pass. Jahan Westbrook with the basket. Jackrabbits within 1, 51-50. Here is how close the Jackrabbits come to taking the lead. Josh Green spin around the rim. Hawks' lead remains 1. The Cameron Pyant free throw ties the score at 51 with 2:43 remaining. Rafael Agee has re-entered. Floor general Clarence Davis gets it to him. Rafael Agee hits what proves to be the game-winning basket, making the score 53-51. Both teams come up with creative ways to turn the ball over the final 2.5 minutes. Victor Valley has the ball with 12 seconds to play, but the Jackrabbits do not get a shot off. Clarence Davis comes up with the ball, and the Hawks hang on 53-52.
We got to work on defense and limit our turnovers. As long as we limit our turnovers, we can beat anybody up here and down the hill.
Anicia Gibbs scores 25, including a pair of free throws with 9 seconds remaining in Granite Hill's 1-point victory over Serrano. This is the second matchup in 10 days between the two teams. Granite Hills beat the Lady Diamondbacks in the Serrano Holiday Classic by 11. Serrano comes in at 7-5, Granite Hills 6-4. Serrano draws first blood on Valeria Guillen's free throw 75 seconds in. 10 for the white-jerseyed home team Lady Cougars is Natalie Rollins to 22, Kayla Cady Entry pass to 5'11", freshman Charlie Colbert. This basket puts Granite Hills ahead 4-1. 3 is Michaela Hughes, Serrano's only senior on their roster. Hughes, an all-tournament selection in the Holiday Classic. This basket makes it a 1-point game, 4-3. Granite Hills brings a decidedly height advantage into the contest. 3 starters taller than Serrano's tallest player. Charlie Colbert pulls down the offensive rebound, one of her 7 boards on the night. She will finish with 8 points, all in the first half. It is 6-3 Lady Cougars. This sequence shows a couple of Hdsr Gibbs' strongest assets. She controls the rebound, advances up court, and when no Lady Diamondback challenges her, she sinks the 3. 9-3 home team. 3.5 minutes in. Serrano's leading scorer on the season is 22 Destiny Marin, who triggers the inbounds pass and is the designated shooter on the out-of-bounds play. Destiny Marin connects from beyond the arc, and Serrano is within 3, 9-6. We are midway through the opening period. It will be Charlie Colbert again at the Granite Hills end. 6 of the team's first 11 points come from the freshman. These will be the final points of the first quarter. 13-6 Lady Cougars, end of 1. Serrano's only points the first quarter came from three-point range. That changes with Michaela Hughes' follow-up underneath the first basket of the second quarter. It is 13-8. Destiny Marin to Marlene Dorado, who comes off the bench and hits at the baseline to pull Serrano within 4, 14-10. Granite Hills half-court offense against the Serrano zone. Hdsr Gibbs gains access to the baseline and scores off the glass to make it 17-10. The 5'10" junior enters this game averaging right at 30 points a game, 5th highest in the state. Destiny Marin puts the next Serrano points on the board, coming up with the steal and driving to the basket, beating the Granite Hills defense back. Hdsr Gibbs retaliates at the other end, again gaining baseline passage for the drive shot, and it is 19-12. Serrano works the ball around the Granite Hills zone. Freshman Taylor Harris, 30, the assist, to junior Marlene Dorado. Lady D-backs within 5, 19-14, 3 minutes into quarter number 2. Serrano pays the 3-point price for leaving Hdsr Gibbs alone outside the arc. The Lady Cougars' lead is 9, 22-14. This Serrano out-of-bounds play finds Michaela Hughes alone at the top of the key, and her basket pulls the Lady Diamondbacks within 6. Michaela Hughes leads Lady Diamondbacks scorers this night with 15. Charlie Colbert wins this battle under the boards, and that's to be expected, the height advantage. But when we look back at game's end and Granite Hills wins by 1, this last play of the first half, Serrano would like to take it back. Natalie Rollins the steal and assist to Hdsr Gibbs as time expires. The Lady Cougars lead is back up to 9, 26-17. Serrano will hold the Lady Cougars to 10 second-half points and still come out on the losing end. Granite Hills still at 32 until the 6'3 sophomore Brilani Bell grabs the rebound and banks it in. 35-34, 3 minutes to play. And these will be nearly 3 minutes of scoreless play until Hdsr Gibbs steps to the line with 9.7 seconds on the clock. She hits the first to tie the score at 35. The second, Hdsr Gibbs free throw, puts Granite Hills up 36-35. The 9 seconds still remain in regulation. Serrano comes out of their final timeout, but the Lady Diamondbacks do not get a shot off. The ball sails out of bounds as the buzzer sounds. Granite Hills has held on or escaped with the hard-fought 36-35 triumph, leaving them at 7-4 before returning to Desert Sky League play.
Congratulations on your first win.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road.
Bid fast and last, sold on supporting High Desert Sports.
The Bradco Companies, supporting all of the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Valu Quality Truck Body. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting the teams, schools, and sports programs throughout the Victor Valley.